final tip from me today for your getting ready to submit your Genesis and Frasier entries. Remember that your Genesis entry deadline is March 15th and your Frasier entry deadline is March 31st, which I always love because I always seem to make my Frasier entry better than my Genesis entry. My last suggestion for you is to pick 2 or 3 people and ask them if they'd be willing to read your first 15 pages. They are the ones. Don't just allow anybody to read your story. Pick a critique partner. Pick a really good author friend if they're willing to do a little bit of editing for you. And pick another either writer friend or another reader that can be objective about your story and give you great feedback. Now, the reason I give you these kind of parameters is because when we're entering contests, we often just let everybody who wants to read our entry, and that can be one of the worst decisions that you can make. So pick just a couple of people. This year I have a couple of dear friends that have offered to read my entries, and I'll have my critique partner and maybe 2 of the alley cats who might offer to read my story and give me some feedback and suggestions on it. You don't want too many cooks in the kitchen seasoning the soup. Make sure you don't take every suggestion for the sake of making it a better story, because remember, story is incredibly subjective. So just because you don't semifinal, final, win, whatever, does not mean that your story is not going to be used by Christ and won't be eventually published. Many of the authors that are published today, Katie Ganshert being one of them, never finaled in the Genesis contest. So it just goes to prove that a contest is not the end-all and be-all of our writing careers. It's a great way to learn. It's a great place to get some feedback. But more than anything, look at entering these contests as a way of seeing what are you doing right, what do you need some improvement on. And how you're going to know that is, do 2 or more judges agree on the exact same thing? If you can get 2 or 3 judges to agree, that's like Moses parting the Red Sea. I mean, it's a great thing. So, and if none of your judges agree, then go with the information that strikes your gut and is like resonates. Yes, this is what I've been looking for. This is what I know I need help with. Or this is awesome. I know that I am on the right track, even though my score didn't get me to the next round. Then after you hit enter and you've sent your manuscript off, go have a piece of chocolate and kind of do a little boogie because you submitted to a contest. So share your best contest advice in the comments below, whether it's just to keep yourself out of the corner with your thumb because you're stressed out, or just some good editing advice for those who are entering. So watch in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be doing a post on the Frasier contest and why I think it's such a contest and why I'll be entering again this year for the 4th year in a row. And so be looking for that on February 14th. Have a great day. Thanks for visiting the alley. I'll chat with you in the comments.